Hello, I'm Mr. Roman from the Bible. I predicted the pandemic in 2016 and it actually happened in 2020 with investigative proof. My statement in 2016 with my professional colleagues justifies every single disease, known and unknown, that ever comes to be. Misdistributed attention, the lack of being constant with new life when life produces extremely rapidly. Never forget your duties in Border Patrol, police, military, and always providing opportunity to thrive. Once they're documented, then we provide opportunities to build houses for them, to always bring in demand and labor work, always staying within healthy habits. All workplaces must be school-themed, learning every single language. It is disease prevention, keeping everybody used to each other through media and bringing understanding all the time is disease prevention, and is very extremely important. So it just rained recently and it was very humid, so there was mosquitoes in the community, and it was a very, very lethal, and it was like needles poking at everybody. The people were running, and where do you find mosquitoes? In humidified areas, tall grass. You see how our duties, and you see how God speaks very, very directly. The same God that told me the pandemic was going to happen in 2020, and it actually happened. The same God, when I cut the grass and then the next day it started raining, saying, hey, stay within your healthy habits, what gives you life. And God spoke to the world today again. Everybody needs to cut the grass because tall grass collects harmful debris. Everybody must remain under healthy living standards, because what happens in, you could literally endanger your community when it's overpopulated. Everybody's body heat accumulates more humidity, so you can necessarily limit and minimize the amount of mosquitoes in a location or harmful disease in a location. I want you to know this. This is why it's very important to always remain in great standing internationally. They get documented, they provide opportunity to build in their country. Great partnerships. And why is it very important? It's very, very important to always remain constant in education and have everybody on the same page. Why? Because if everybody was already listening and people are getting sick, now what's happening? Water, passageways, water travels all over the world, and it needs to be cleaned. Everybody must remain on the same page. And through a job well done, we always have great friendships. It is very, very important that you understand that. We don't need anybody misdistributed attention, investing in harmful equipment, when clearly when everybody walks outside of the house, they clearly don't want a shitty life. Right? And it's God every turn. There's a good person in everyone. You always find yourself in shit when you choose not to see good in everything. They need opportunity to never see that shit again. And that's what we learned over time with corrections. And when on my run back home, when I was getting attacked by mosquitoes with the community, like a plague of disease, the cameras on the neighborhood saw me going like this. I couldn't even miss a step without going like this, and every single angle was hitting mosquitoes in every fucking area. And then there's animals out there. They have to be under healthy living. That's what we eat. Our harvest gets affected if our environment is not kept up with. And then there's fucking idiots in low radio frequency popping people's heads, shocking people's hearts, just messing around with pretending to be your surroundings and doing that mind control shit on us. There's no need for that. You guys are really gonna fucking hear it from God. And everybody, stay building, harvesting, retail, customer service. Because life is not a game. Be lucky you are all even breathing. Everybody in the world. There wouldn't be no military or no federal government without the Romans from the Bible. How else were you going to base your structure? Huh? And just like the neighborhood cameras saw the mosquitoes attacking the community, their surveillance when we're working side by side with military, police, border patrol, and corrections, with detainees and corrections, providing opportunity to never have them elsewhere, always everything present. It's not made up. And everybody needs to be following healthcare law worldwide, making sure you're government, making sure you're governed. Every pay period, $20 after tax withholdings and medical care withholdings for a guaranteed wage increase every 3 months. Every pay period, $20. Every 3 months, we rise together. You know how time consuming it is to teach how to build, to teach how to engineer, to teach how to keep on making these materials that are needed to keep on living. It is very, very important. Life is not a game. Know your health. Because people listen. You want it to be taken serious, and that's exactly what you're seeing. And it takes a lot of bringing understanding every single day to have work going smoothly. Seasons come and go. We do not want it overpopulated in certain areas. We need everyone, everywhere, to be under healthy living. Start where you're at. Build homes. And you're going to build homes for the detainees first. They want to keep on living on it. They keep working with us and building for the rest of the community and yourself. We don't want little houses. We want good houses. And then over time, you can grasp the equity of that property. With firm rules to follow. There's no time for shit when there's grass to cut. There's no time for shit when there's homes to build. There's no time for shit when there's food and water to keep clean. And then the new life needs to produce with the same importance and education. Don't forget about the West Nile virus. Are we going to keep on adapting? It's because I'm sweating, because it's like very, nerve-wracking that there's diseases and there's people not fucking listening when it's fucking clear to fucking see. Now you guys are all fucking peeling. You guys lack nothing. You're all fucking stripped from your oils and like you have everything, but you're fucking rotting away. You're peeling right in front of everybody in the world. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're popular or the most favorite. The people are not going to enjoy their fucking meal around you. Oh yeah, it's me. It's because of us. It's because of this. Yeah, no. You know how many partners we have with bigger investments and they want to be confidential just like we wanted to be confidential? That's why we don't disclose our partnerships. We work greatly with education and further education, right? To bring understanding. Hey, this is what happens. You don't want to do this because this is what happens. Right? This is how short-lived it gets, and this is how pointless it can get. You don't want to do that. We provide great opportunities and stability. We don't need anything else. Now we have marijuana legalizing. Our beverages and all consumptions cared for, with Helping Hands bringing demand and all service members within healthy habits at all times. Providing opportunities, not encouraging harmful things to be made out in the unseen. We want everything present and everything known. Now all drugs and medicine, it all comes from Earth. But now it gets distributed and disposed properly with professionals and chemists that really know what they're doing. Totally taking all that value of that shit that they're making out there away from the streets. They don't, why make it? Why even put your hands on it if it doesn't have no value anymore? Nobody wants that shit. Think. Know your knowledge. Stop being so impulsive. Great, you're hearing this and that. So what? There's work to be done. Every single day, stay within our duties. And there's no need to overthink. Show up to work for every day. Every neighborhood has cameras. Everything present, everything seen. Because what it started looking like, people don't care about going to prison anymore. Less responsibilities. I'll do the bid. Who's the one fucking trying to provoke me for no reason? Who doesn't believe in me? Who doesn't want to give me a great life? I'll do the fucking bid. No fucking responsibilities. And look at how they're already trying to fake y'all out. They're already trying to mind control doctors, troops. They're trying to mind control our women while we're over here putting work in. They're trying to pretend to be our surroundings, creating wars. It wasn't alarming when our 6 soldiers died within that dispute that there was never fucking dispute to begin with. Understand what the news that you hear in the United States. Dude, we don't hear no fucking news and what's happening in the other countries. They're like having news reports of totally different, like local news that we're not even seeing. Commercials that we're not even seeing at all. It just says a lot, right? So it's within. It's within your countries. And now it comes to show, hey, how can we never see it? We always stay focused on within those healthy habits. Building, landscaping, animal care. All land animals must be showered daily. Hunting areas, they must be captured. They must be showered every single day and put back. And always produced. And their harvest always produced and replanted. And our lumber always produced and replanted. Because homes get old. They need to be torn down and made brand new. Roads get old. You understand our duties. That gives us a great life. And through a job well done, we make great friendships worldwide. Understand your knowledge. Sometimes it feels like this, and you don't know what to do with your feelings, or that's your knowledge. They attach that phrase feelings, they attach that phrase overthinking. No, it's your knowledge. Let it all flow. Don't run from your knowledge. That's how we're right on the money. If anything ever happens, and that's how we know the unseen without seeing it ourselves. That's how we get right down to the bottom of the issues. So I don't know who's hiding in low radio frequency. Even if you ever catch them or never catch them, I know how to never see that shit. We stay focused, everybody focused on our duties with corrections, keeping fun environments, peaceful environments thriving, and then that's all we become. That is all we become. And then the new generation, that's all they know. You can gain a lot of knowledge from a baby in the womb. one that knows nothing of this world. And then they consume all they know and come to be over everything presented thus far. Same with you guys. I see a lot of you going into the field off idea and aesthetic, and then you have your whole life and personal life exactly like a motherfucker in a movie, an example. So what happens when everybody's documented now, and now everybody's listening? You need direction, you need a plan. And that's why we establish great relationships, right? And that's exactly why you need to always remain constant, because it only takes a month for a new generation to accumulate this toxic habit of sitting on their ass with pointless investigations off he say, she say, and then you're working with the criminals hand in hand. They just got used to doing stupid shit, so they think everything's a fairy tale. They think they have control over this and that. It shouldn't be so toxic within our agency. You know how it even came to be? It was an army of builders, an army of harvesters, an army of people that cared and they were kind to everyone, teachers. That's how it started. Further education. Someone makes it, oh shit, now we all have to be educated on the subject. So they won't be over here creating healthcare risk thinking and suppressing and belittling some group of individuals, and then they get sick and it's unseen. And then we're wondering why, hey, why are we getting sick? What's happening? What's the problem? Well, it's because, hey, little did we know they're getting bullied by these group of individuals that have weapons and shit. Now they think they could, have power over these people that know that it's pointless to have weapons. So what did we do? What did us educators do in uniting? With great relationships, we all got educated. Now we all have weapons. Now we're all educated, and now we all know it's fucking pointless. There's no need. It gives you no life. Imagine the people that want the peace all the time, that understand how a great life is kept. Imagine what that will do. And imagine how foolish you are, blinding yourself, and all they had to do was hype you up. Oh, you're the smartest. Oh, it's because of you, and oh my goodness, all these accolades. It's a fucking weapon. It could either destroy you or it could direct you. People are not playing with lives. You wanted to go for a uniform? Hey, one of the owners from the Bible, rightfully, is taking out the trash, is sweeping, making sure all surroundings with all government agencies, becoming a detainee himself, and seeing when we heard disease happen, outbreaks happen in the prisons, we needed to make sure that everybody's getting fed, because we heard of bullying and there was no need for it. Detainees weren't getting fed properly, and then it backfired. Now the officer, being like that, got sick, came outside of the public, disease outbroke. Everyone that has a business and workplace always makes a promise to govern their surroundings to keep being a great success to their company. Know your health. Know the health of your business. Right? We do not want you to get belittled. We want you to focus on great relationships. All workplaces must be school themed, learning every single language. And we take intervals across the world, cleaning, building, harvesting, animal care, scuba diving, cleaning the ocean, building infrastructure, underwater restaurants, underwater subways. Everybody in great brand new houses, clean roads, everyone in brand new cars. And we go with the same healthy habits to the next planet, and we build a great life there. That's why everybody must have their privacy and room to grow. That's why it takes you to always be within those healthy habits and bringing understanding. You keep judging those that are very bold, but that's what it took. Very fucking firm education on how fucking pointless that is. So you know, hey, it's a waste of time. It's fucking exhausting. You must be healthy and governed and under great living standards in order for me to be under great living standards. Nobody's making this up. We've always been side by side, working with police, military, border patrol, with detainees, offering opportunity to thrive. Something has to be firm when they want to fuck up, so they won't fuck up. Something has to be firm. And then, hey, look, you don't want that life. There's a better life for you to live, and we want you to have a great life. Life you deserve. Every single one of you, everywhere in the world. And it's a fucking blessing to know God in a deeper level. Different languages, different shades, different styles. Dude, it is a blessing to know God on a very deeper level. Don't rob yourself and don't be too comfortable in your little huts. There's a reason why you have your privacy when you come back home, because of all the understanding over generations and generations. So know your duties and follow the healthcare law all over the world. Every pay period, $20 after tax withholdings, after medical withholdings, $20 every pay period. And every 3 months we rise together. And then we have more funding opportunities. We're working for our benefits because your health matters. Know your health. And be thankful everybody is breathing, because you wouldn't have been breathing. Look at how you got blinded. You blinded yourself. And we wasted no time. Right to it. And it's all documented in real time. No games are being played. There's a good person in every single individual. God is good all the time. If God is only for us, who could ever be against us? No one. No one. But it takes us to always bring constant understanding. We saw bullies. We knew how to suppress it. Now we don't see it. Why? Because we were fucking focused on the firmness that everybody's capable of. Every turn is capable of doing some fucked up shit if they're kept from living a great life. You do not want to encourage harmful things and stupid things being in the unseen. You do not want to encourage kidnapping. You do not want to encourage sex trafficking. Now we're always at the workplace, always within healthy habits. Now nobody has to be investigating and stalking people. Everybody present, everything seen. Now you can enjoy your smoke. Now you can enjoy your drink with your food. Now if you need medications for severe headaches, because it is very, very important that you know that Tylenol and these medicines are just to suppress your stressful point of suffering, so you can, extend your overall health, so you won't be a disease to the rest of us. You suppress your stress for a long period of time, you can extend your overall lifespan. And through the motion and teaching, being kind, cleaning, it amplifies your health, your beauty. Your body speaks to itself. That's why you see a lot of people working out and they look beautiful, right? It's because it's that motion. It's your body talking to itself, saying, hey, I care. Just don't forget your duties. You're going to love your life. Underwater restaurants, underwater subways, underground homes. And enjoy each other. There's still a lot of work to be put in. You still need to be reading, writing every language in the world. It is disease prevention. They have to know and be on the same page with healthcare. Because then they get sick and they want to find out why. Everything's great, everybody's listening. So what's the deal? Why? You understand why it's important to always remain in great standing? And it's very genuine. It's very genuine. This is why we have education, to eliminate all conflict. And bringing understanding every day is very important. And new life, even if you know it, it needs to be taught to new life that extremely produces very rapidly. So there's going to always be a demand and importance for constant education and bringing understanding. I don't care if you have to repeat yourself again and again and again. It guarantees your peace. It guarantees your peaceful workplace, fun environments thriving. And you just get right to it, you know? I'm very embarrassed right now because I'm sweating up a storm. But I came from a run, and I'm gonna have to take a shower again. But it was very uncalled for. Whatever you guys did, you know, with that low radio frequency, you damaged my home. You broke my AC with that popping sound. You created a fucking war for no reason. And there's never a battlefield. The battlefield is, hey, trash in our environment. And we need to clean it up to never see it. If anything, that's the battle that we're facing. The mosquitoes attacking the community because it's overpopulated and human. That's the battlefield. And now we need to do everything in our power to make sure we don't see a health risk, cutting the grass. Knowing PT and combat training is only education. Knowing it stays in education. Knowing it's not ever our go-to. Never. I mean, look, everybody in the world is equally employed and equally educated. And we know, hey, I don't want that when I go to vacation. There's never no need. We don't think about it when we go to the mall. That's why we go in and out successfully, have peaceful environments. We go to vacation, great business, peaceful environments thriving. That's not in our mind. We never see it. God is good all the time. Where's your trust in God? Where's your trust in God? You stick to your healthy habits with correction, providing opportunity. You become friends through a job well done. We need engineers. It can't stop with us. Our food, water needs to be constantly clean. Equipment to have great results must always be reordered. And there's a specific formula with strictness to it to follow. Life is not a game, and we do not want you to be gasping for air when you don't have to. You can say talk this, but it's all action. And you are not going to be wasting my time and our partner's time all over the world. What about our venues? What about our great relationships? And you're over here trying to fake it out, and then you're hiding behind record labels. Know your payroll. All right? And it's something God tells you. I don't have to say anything else. With all of our families involved together. An environment where our kids and families can thrive side by side with us. You don't have to worry. There's nowhere else anybody can ever go. We all have the same duties, and know that we all want the same things. We all bear the same fruits. We want clean surroundings. We want to have a great partner with a great life. We all bear the same fruits. You're not fooling anybody. And that partner, that family, they don't want to be looking over their back and shoulder. The internet's thriving. Technology is thriving. Satellites are going up. Everybody must always remain used to each other. You're damn right you're going to be known wherever you are. You can't hide from anything or nobody. Why don't you give yourself a great life to live? Cut the grass. Follow the healthcare law on wage increase. You have a great brand new big house. Watch your favorite movies and education. Enjoy your favorite demonstrational, situational awareness, educational video games to see, hey, this is why you shouldn't do that. You like Call of Duty, right? Well, it gets fucked up. You get gunned down on the air before you even reach the ground. That's why you shouldn't have shit when you come outside of the house in your head. And then you get so easily blinded. And then everybody else is like, what the fuck? You guys are being stupid. And then you get taken out by your own. People are not playing games anymore. War, conflict is over with. God stands firm on it. And again, God spoke today very directly. It should be a very blessing and shouldn't be taken for granted when God speaks very, very directly. The creator of everything that ever existed in all the space, past Pluto, past the unknown. You're stronger than you feel if you ever went through the things that I've went through that I couldn't explain either. They killed my father, they killed some of my family, and all we were due to all surveillance, working side by side with government officials, building, labor work, and out of nowhere, got electrocuted from those fuckers. I don't know what the fuck it is. Some people base it on their own paranoia. They go against people in position. That's why understanding needs to be constant. I don't know what it is. But I forgive. Let's take this opportunity because we are with God very directly. And it's no coincidence that before whoever you are, it's no coincidence that God told you exactly who you were going to be approaching before anybody said it. But we forgive. We forgive, and we're going to put everybody to work as it's always been. And we're going to build, we're going to harvest, and we're going to care because we walk with God. And this is an opportunity to approach with great leadership because we understand that this is where it matters. Because we get nowhere, and then they fake each other out, and it gets toxic. Environments get very toxic, and we don't want that. And then to get away with it, they get right close to you. Forgive those as God forgives us. And plus, with God, we never die. Anyways, it is very a blessing, that we're with God very directly too. And yeah, so it's saying, hey, cut the grass, build homes, get in retail, customer service, restaurant. Always be on the ground, always be in the known. Everything's seen. See how they try to like switch the tone of voice, and they do it over time for a period of years. They have like AI, or maybe they're really present. That's how they try to hide themselves. And then they try to switch the tone of voice in your surroundings over time, and then they're like, oh, you sound like that. And then they do pre-recordings and a mixture of pre-recordings of your surroundings, and then they throw lookalikes, and dude, they're on some dumbass shit. Anyways, none of you would have been fucking alive. So be thankful that I saved your life with God very directly. I'm talking to everybody in the world, because you guys blinded yourself, and then you were wondering why you have abandoned mansions. There's work that needs to be done. There's understanding that needs to be kept with. You should be thankful that God is not playing with your lives and not misdirecting you and using you for shit. We're getting everybody within healthy habits. God is good all the time. Know your knowledge. There's no time for shit when there's grass to cut. There's no time for shit when there's homes to build. There's no time for shit when there's water and food to clean, languages to know, to read and write. It's God every turn. I'm so embarrassed that I'm sweating this much. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower again. See, they do that dumb shit. They do noise shit. Like, they override your fucking body. Like, look at a phone, for example, right? It has no circulation to a phone, but yet it displays all picture, right? And imagine already blood flow, already circulation. You guys are not fooling anybody. You're fucking brain dead stupid, whoever you are. You're not even living a life. You're not even living your life, dude. You're just spectating. Creating this scenario, making a scenario look like it makes sense to give you a fucking right to invade people's heads like that. For no reason. Leave. There's homes to build. Know your health. Know your health. And I'm not talking to a specific group, place, or thing. It's a lesson for all, because God doesn't miss. Nobody would have been alive today if we didn't put that work in with all our great relationships and with God all over the world, with all of our families together. I'll never exclude anybody. Everybody matters. You are not going to be wrongfully misjudging anybody. You're going to see a good person in them, and that's exactly what you'll always see once you start believing in them. We saw it with corrections over time. This is real-time great results. You see it right in front of your face. There's no time for shit or jealousy or hate or overthinking when there's grass to cut. There's no time for shit when there's homes to build. There's no time for shit when there's constant education to keep on learning with engineer work. And new life produces rapidly, so you have to say it again. You deserve a great life, every single one of you. And everything I say always happens. Why? Because I listen to God. And you guys don't want to fucking believe it. You guys want to keep blinding yourself, trying to get away with all your stupidity. And God is showing you real life in real time. Right in front of your fucking faces. I mean, I deserve to approach it with firmness. I mean, you're over here fucking bullying people for no reason. Off idea and aesthetic. And little do you know, you're probably fucking getting controlled and they're fucking influencing your thoughts. And then some of you guys don't even believe, man. You just say, yeah, in God we trust. Yeah, God this, God that. But do you really know God? Huh? Some of you Jesus Christ thumpers are out here, yes, rooting for the good word, but yeah, you don't understand. It's God every turn. And it's all educational. Now let your knowledge flow. So usually when you feel all that, now where are you? Now God wants to see you. God will always never leave you, as promised. I don't care what you're going through, just give it all to God. If it was out of your control, give it all to God. And God will renew you like it never happened. Look at how joyful I could approach things like it never happens, like I'm not getting like shocked or like, you know, popped in the head or with sound, vibrations, set wave points, light pollution. Because I'm with God very directly. You can't make that up. Right in front of your fucking faces. And when you killed my father, for whatever reason, that's how I noticed all of y'all fucking rotting, man. It's God every turn. Now they want to cover it up because little did they know we have great relationships all over the world. It's God every turn. And why are we so respected? Because we say, hey, keep it in your pockets. We provide always great direction and we know how to care for investments the right way. Always a job well done, all work, no play. I mean, that's how they define me as. All work, no play. Now get to work. You're forgiven. I mean, damn, dude. Be great either way. Like, you don't have to suffer for all eternity. Like, you don't have to, like, cry like a little bitch when they find you. But, like, I don't even want to know you. I don't even want to know who it is. Because I want to be always in great standing. Because I very value every single individual. But you're hiding somewhere. And I don't want to know. I just want to keep on, you know, seeing you everything as a great person, as a great, you know, thing. But whoever knows you, they know their surroundings now, and you know yourself very personally. And I'm not talking to a group, place, or thing. It's a lesson for all, everywhere in the world. And you're not going to silence me. It's the fact that I'm very, very vocal and bringing understanding that saved everybody's fucking ass. Thank God. Don't thank me. I'm just not a fool. You're trying to make me like a fool, but I'm not a fool. We went through things and saw things. And education has to be firm in further education to understand, hey, you do that, you die. You do this, you live a great life. How else are you going to know, right? How else are you going to know? Stop rooting for people, using you for shit, wasting your time. when there's grass to cut, there's labor work to do. We've created great friendships worldwide. And it says a lot about the recording labels. Maybe it's like some bad cops within, or some federal bad thing within, and they're trying to like hide behind recording labels, and like now it's ruining our venues, and it's all public funding. I mean, dude, if you need like opportunity, the recording labels are going to accept you. We can use you for great value. We need builders, harvesters, everybody bringing understanding, spreading the good word. Movies are all educational. It brings demand and understanding, why it's important to always bring understanding. Shows, live events, hiking, food channels, it's all public funding. See the soccer game? The soccer game that just happened? Everybody greatly, with all of everybody's families all over the world, with our kids and families all loving each other. That's public funding. Know your duties. This is not made up. Real time, real results, and everything I fucking say always happens. Because I get everything from God. God made you. God can take you. Alright? So you're either going to die like a bitch, or you're going to accept the forgiveness from God very directly, the creator of everything in the whole fucking world, and everything you ever came to know. You're going to get your ass to work. Always being surveillanced. Working side by side with us. They know exactly who you are. Because you approached thinking you were this and that. So I know your surroundings know exactly who you are. And we didn't do that to you. And we blessed you with all of our families everywhere in the world. Just like everybody else. We want to give you a great life to live. You can't go anywhere else. Try to poison the fucking world, dude. Then you try to blend in with natural occurrences and try to like do typos and all that. You're not fooling anybody. Especially when everybody gets it from God. You can't fool God. God made you little shits. Now get to work. You're forgiven. There's nothing you can do but take that knowledge now. Right? Because we didn't do that to you. We give you a great life. We give you genuine connections. Are you trying to fuck us? Trying to pay women and men to have relationships? To try to kill us off of our riches? Try to take our royalties? That's why it's all in the foundation, and all of our partnerships are very confidential. And it's through education and through understanding that we work very well together. Now we don't waste each other's time. And understand, the media is thriving in keeping everybody used to each other. We didn't have that back then. Not like we do now. Now you're seeing great things happen. Great opportunity for all. Dude, I'm embarrassed that I'm sweating this much. But yeah, I had to run over here and let you know. I mean, dude, it's God. Like, literally, very directly speaking. And, I mean, who wouldn't run? God will reward us for being so noble and so forgiving and so kind. And such a helping hand. Very understanding. So put them to work. Nobody will ever be used for shit ever again. God bless you. And always see everybody a great person. I don't want anybody to know who it is either. You know your surroundings, whoever you are. You put them to work. I don't want you to burn in hell for no reason or for somebody's hard-headedness. You put them to work with corrections. You always know their whereabouts. You always give life, alright? There's no reason why anybody should have you with a bitter heart when it's not your fault. You were being provoked, and you're a good person. Every single one of you, you're a good person. We all believe in you. All of our families together everywhere in the world, we believe in you. You've always been a good person. Chances are you were unknowingly that you were being controlled, and dude, it's very new. And we're just ignoring it, thinking they're gonna leave, and they can leave because God tells me. It's not life. What about the rest of our families? And then you guys don't see any value in us? And we're over here blessing everybody? That's very, very sad. Because we all listen. We're not going to be making up laws that limit us. There's work to be done. Seasons come and go. There will always be a demand in keeping everybody governed in clean surroundings. People aspirate. So it was a very great thing to do when we legalized marijuana. Have everybody in demand and helping hands, everything seen. Not encouraging harmful things to be made in the unseen. All drugs cared for, pharmaceuticals, everything surveillance. Now we know everything, all whereabouts, everything seen, nothing in the unknown. Totally taking all that shit value out of the streets. They don't need to have, they don't even think twice of having it in their fucking hands. It's God every turn. Now get to work.